No. That's YouTube. Completely YouTube. Yeah. This is us. This is the main bit here. If that's green, we're good. And it also says up drop frame.
Well, hello to the 4 that have already tuned in. We've only literally just pressed the button. We're having a bit of a test today ahead of the Christmas pool party. Phil Bailey has been working his magic on a new streaming platform. Is that, if that's the right word? I don't know. He's going to come on in a minute and probably correct me. But yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of streaming for a couple of hours tonight of the Thursday Singles League playoffs. So 2 divisions of 12. The top 4 in each division has received some money, and then the remaining 8 from each division are due to play off tonight for what I believe £125 for the winner and £75 for the runner-up. So
yes, hi Lammy, it's Phil. Yeah, it's only £70 for the runner-up tonight,
70, sorry,
but it's okay. £125 for the winner and £70 for the runner-up.
Happy days.
Singles straight knockout, races to 4, Black Ball rules of course. Can't wait.
Should be a good night, yeah.
Got a bit of Steve Knights on the table at the minute.
Practicing it. If we'd have streamed the shot that he played earlier, he swerved the ball pretty much the full length of the table, spot the yellow, and this is in the previous frame. Unfortunately, the white followed it in. But bit of a shout out. Can you remember a player called Gary Hansen?
Myself,
from Liv Farsley, where he played for years in the Putty Pool League. He had a really bad motorbike accident, ended up in like a mobility scooter.
Yeah.
He passed away today.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, not
how did you hear about that one?
Carlos phoned me earlier. Yeah, local lad, local pool kind of legend. Is that the right word? Just a good local lad, good player, good lad.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it?
There's always something at Christmas, isn't there?
There is.
So as we can see, the guys are just practicing. It's going to start in the next 10 minutes, I would say.
Evening, Mr. Hopkinson. Hope you're well.
Yes, good evening. There's all sorts of buttons to press tonight, Mr. Lamb.
There is.
Press away to your heart's content.
This could go terribly wrong.
It won't.
You gave me a tutorial last week. We've got my little screenshot of what button does what.
I've tried to make it as easy as it possibly can.
Idiot-proof as it can.
Yeah.
But it's still me. To be fair, I think there's probably a couple more members of the stream team that, no matter what mistakes I make, they'll make me look good.
Yeah, I mean, we might think it's okay tonight, but is it bookie proof? That is the question, and we won't know that.
Is it fat thumb proof? Because we've got a couple of stream team members that have fat thumbs.
Yeah. Go for one button and press several others at the same time.
Absolutely. I'm liking it though.
Well, I'm just going to see how we're doing as far as
everyone turning up,
entered.
You look after that,
and then we're going to do the draw. So you carry on, mate, and I shall be back with you shortly.
Yeah, I'm going to play. I'm just going to swap mics. 1 sec. we're always diplomatic to a degree. So I'm just gonna see if I can remember what Phil taught me the other day. So if I want to transition to a different angle on the table, I'll press that. And there you can see, perfect angle to nip this in. Maybe develop his yellow. If it doesn't pass, it might pass. Well, he went to develop it and unfortunately jawed it. But I'm not going to commentate on the pool because they're just practicing. Give you an equal one. Look at this. Just ready for our Christmas pool party next week. Here we go. A little bit of snow. You've got to love it. I tell you what. That's just Bucky's dandruff. Turn that off so you don't need to see that. Club cam. Get the new club cam in place. Got some new cameras. Mr. Inge giving his wife some more support. That's what I'll do, because we haven't done yet. We have got calendar of events. Let's see whether this one works. So there you can see competitions for 2018. The Pudsey Pool Championship is for the Pudsey Pool League players or anybody in an LS28 postcode. It's not for sharks, it's just for locals. BB Open on the 10th of Feb will be a big one that clashes with the World Championships. So it's a chance for the not so superstars to walk away with a bit of money. World Cup of Pool, that's one that I'm looking for, working on, sorry. July the 7th it will be World Cup style format, groups of 4, top 2 going through, etc, etc. Bucky is working on the Team Classic, so we're trying to get 8 teams, I think. I'm not too sure, he will confirm that. And then our Christmas pool party next year is December the 29th. But before that, we've got our pool party this year. Somewhere. So that's this Thursday, well, next Thursday. Next Thursday coming. So registration at 11 AM. Play starts at 11:30. It's £20 in. That gets you into singles, doubles, and it gets you one go on speed pool. Your doubles partner is the person that you play in the first round of singles. So you've got to knock them out, and then you've got to be teammates for the rest of the day. So there is some replay options. So what I will do is replay this break just to try it. Well, I'll at least try to replay the break. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. I thought it was good at the time. Oh, that's right. That's why. Nope, clueless. And they didn't come back. Scuppering around trying to find some players, and then we'll do the draw. We'll try and get underway soon. Our England, well, one of our England internationals, Kate Ringe there. Yeah, I'm most definitely doing something wrong in terms of the replay. Games you got coming up over at yours? Anything on this weekend? Was there a match cancelled? I'm sure you'll be delighted to know that I'm making my return 27th of January to Sabs Arena. Another race to 15. Thanks, Peter. She certainly is a top player, never mind a top female player. We're just waiting on the last couple of players turning up before he does the draw and then starts the games. There you go, he's been back. But yeah, we are just testing the water today, so we're throwing a few things in. Just doing some replays. I'm just going to keep practicing whilst we wait. So there's 13 players have turned up out of the 16. So it's 120 for the winner, 65 for the runner-up. Be races to 4. So golden break there, so let me just see whether I have actually sussed this replay thing out. Or not. No, that's the last replay, so clearly I haven't sussed it out at all. Ah, that's why. Fellas just shouted the draw out. I'm not sure who's got who, to be honest. Someone's going to be walking away 120 quid richer. Somebody's going to be walking away 65 quid richer. Judging by the people in the room that I can see, depending on the draw, I'd probably say Paul Ringe and Steve Knights are the favourite. So you've called it here first. Let's see how it works out. Find out who's playing on what screen on table 2. And we'll be underway in a few seconds. Oh, I missed young Lewis Hooton. He's probably a favourite as well, to be fair. Thanks for sticking with us. We had a little glitch in the system there. In the meantime, these two have been twitching for fun. Steve Rain has just walked in, so he'll be playing his game. So a little tactical battle panning out here. Dave's at the table. Although Dave is actually on the black, I think, not red. Yeah, got the colours the wrong way around, so I do apologise. Little nip into the middle here then. Off 3 cushions, so he's playing it long and just drop it in. Test your cueing. Yeah, he just stabbed at that a little bit, didn't really cue that. So this in theory should be 1-0 to David. Unless he does something daft like screws it into middle bag. No, absolutely not. So we're 1-0. And it's Chris's break. So we're all right now, Phil. We've not had any repeats.
Okay, mate, I'm back.
It's, to be fair, we weren't actually planning on doing this until about 5 minutes before, and I was like, "Oh, should we do it?"
Yeah, it's all your fault.
It's my fault. I take full responsibility.
It's good to get it going, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's just done it again. It's not done it. That might be something that we just have to address at a different point.
Yeah, well, we shall flick onto our...
We'll flick onto our table 2 in a second.
Onto the main table when the guys are there.
To break.
Steve Rayner now is in the building. He's playing Steve Knights.
Steve's had a couple of decent results with on the Monday comp.
Steve Rayner.
Yeah, Steve Rayner.
Yeah.
I only beat him 3-2. I mean, he pulled out the most ridiculous finish you've ever seen in your life. Not a single shot went where it should have done. Not one. Honestly, from start to finish.
Good lad.
Dear. And then the other night he beat Steve Bennett 3-0 last night, I think.
Did he?
And then beat who did he beat after that?
That's Flash, not Stevie Bennett from over in
Flash.
Ravensthorpe.
No, yeah.
It's our Stevie Bennett.
Stevie Bennett. And then he beat tall kid. Blooming heck.
Josh.
Nope. He plays 5-a-side with us as well. I should know his name by now. For love of money, can't think of him. Can't think of his name, but beat him 2-0. Don't know what happened after that because I wasn't here, but right, we'll flick over to camera 2.
Yeah, they're about to start. You won't be able to retrieve their data though. The scoreboard system's not out.
Nope, I'll do that manually.
You can take it off and then put it back on.
So just bear with us a sec.
It's Mr. Lamb's first drive. Hey, well done, Lamie.
Happy days. It's like learning to drive all over again.
There's buttons everywhere on this one.
Just take a little bit of getting used to, but it won't take as long. Is it Stephen with a V or is it PH Rayner?
No, it's Stephen with a V for Stephen Rayner. It's Steve PH, but he likes to be called Steve instead, as far as Mr. Knights is concerned. Oh, he's over it, that one. Or has he? Yes, I can tell by the look on his face.
Body language there, just giving that one away.
I think he can hit it, but there's no way that's going.
Yeah, I think he's just got to. Well, I mean, if it's a total, he could just come off the bottom cushion and try and nestle behind it. Otherwise, it's a hit it hard and hope for the best.
He's grazed it.
Yeah, it was a bit hard. I think he had to put a bit of side on it, didn't he, just to avoid the black.
Now, these are the balls he was knocking in, wasn't it, the other night?
Yeah, but not in that pocket. Yep, there you go.
There you are.
It was almost like a repeat performance.
Apart from it went in the middle bag.
Apart from last time it went in. It was funny. It was fun. Well, it was. It was funny when I won 3-2, but it weren't funny when I was 2-1 down. I was like, and to be fair, he missed a gilt-edged chance to beat me 3-1. Played well after that though. I won it in the end. Beat Yuki 3-0 in final.
He did. He played well. Slowed it right down. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I was. Beat Matty Parker 3-2. Then I beat Dave 3-0. Then I beat Jabba 3-2. And then Yuki. I didn't do anything wrong with Yuki. He just. I think, I don't know whether he was on a promise or something, but he sort of went game, didn't get it, and I just made him pay for it, in each frame. So it wasn't a long final, but
well, he's got a shot on here.
Yeah,
just has to miss the middle bag.
He's a cack-hander, as we say. So it's kind of the natural side of the table for him to screw or go. Yeah, maybe off two cushions. He looks like he's trying to screw into it.
Oh dear.
Maybe come down for the middle.
Could be trying to get too close to the black here. This could be the, leave yourself a longer. That's the shot. That is the shot.
Yeah.
Perfect. Just the way he was queuing up, I thought he was going to try and get it back down.
I did. The red's a good buffer for the white. Doesn't matter if the red drops in. It is black ball rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
she's
he
there.
didn't need it.
Brilliant.
And that was for 1-0. So you will have to bear with us. We are playing around with the replay option, which you'll see us dip in and out of. But we didn't think it were working, and then it did. So. Look at that for a shot. I'll have a look at that again in a minute.
Steve's
For a start. Steve's 1-0 up, isn't he? For a start. And he's on reds. He's just put a 2 in there.
And we haven't even had a drink between us.
I know.
Not a single drop of alcohol.
Just across these lips.
Perhaps that's where we went wrong. We should really get hammered. I hope Pups hasn't turned up thinking there's a comp on for him. And he was a winner last week, was Pups. Unless he's coming along to support the guys.
May well be. Right, let's see whether the replay. Yep. There we go, here we go. Right, so Bush. That was Steve's opening shot to take reds in that frame.
Did he mean both?
He'll take them.
He'll have it.
Meanwhile, he's still on reds and he's going for it. I'm just going to see. Steve. So again, here we go. Just checking the transitions here, just to make sure that it's working out well. Look at that, indeed. So back to Steve. He's on yellows.
Slick. You're getting slick.
Slick as. Unlike Mr. Rayner's queuing action there.
We stood up very quickly on that one.
It was like he was trying to do a hurdle before hitting the white with his back arm. I'll be pulling him on that afterwards.
But look where it's ended up. The yellow's not too bad for him, really.
Yeah, I mean, he could go for the skibble shot here, and DF wouldn't be a bad result. This is the bit that I don't
the
like.
The DF's no good because it's black ball.
Yeah, I know it's not, and yeah, I know you're not allowed to do it. But as long as he hits the red first, he can't call a DF, which is what we saw. I don't get it, me. Mr. Corns would say that he would call it. So you see there, you could argue that he's legitimately gone for a skill shot.
Yeah,
but he's not really worse off. I know he can play the red over the bag, but that black's still tied up. And I'm talking about when you're playing your opponent, not, we're not playing bloody Clint Ianson and
true enough.
McKilley. It's a.
Good evening, Greg.
You can still hide it, can't you? Yep, Greg.
Thanks for joining us. Just to put you in the picture, it is only a test this evening. We weren't expecting to be streaming. We've taken the opportunity because we're both in to just have a play around with the new setup.
I've got a house full of cackling women, so it was a case of sit in and listen to them rabbit on and swap presents for the kids and all that kind of stuff, or come out and commentate on some pool. So there was only ever one.
Tough choice.
Yeah. I'll get back. They'll all be hammered. I'll end up taxiing them home.
You'll be taxiing.
Yeah. I'll then be winding all my mates up that I've got the drink birds in my car.
Well, I think the black passes, to the bottom left-hand corner.
I think it does. I think it's.
So
I think I would be wasting. Oh, you can't waste a shot, can you?
You're still in world rules mode.
I'm still in world rules mode.
Oh, he's just about got away with it.
He has. He's
going to have to play
just watch it. He has a very uncomfortable pause before he cues, which is throwing his cueing off.
Yeah, well, to me, his cue is about 2 or 3 inches too short for him. That's why he's throwing his cue.
You see how
there's no cue
that
left.
was perfect there. Let me save that so that
Yeah.
we'll save that and we'll have a look at that again in a minute.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, to me, if you look where he's cueing though, where he's holding his cue, it's 2 or 3 inches too short for him, and that's why he's almost throwing his cue. He's launching it like a javelin.
yeah.
That's about as good as you could have hoped from that shot, to be honest. It's a huge bag though, is that top left-hand corner.
Yeah.
And if he screws it too much, he'll follow the black in with his white ball in the same bottom left-hand corner bag.
This is gonna. I won't say out. Yeah, I was going to say it's a country mile away.
He's done
spotted
everything.
every ball but the black,
Trick shots.
which is quite remarkable. If I wasn't going to replay the queuing action of Steve Rayner, I'd say I'd be replaying that instead. But
You transition it now, okay, if you want. You have a look at the.
yeah, there's no. Oh, he's conceded that frame anyway.
That's why he's throwing his cue.
You see how
there's no cue
that
left.
was perfect
Just
there.
about caught
Let
that.
me save
Just
that.
run it again if you want. Yeah.
So to run it again,
You either run the plus.
plus.
Yeah. It's too
Oh,
short.
so you can see
That's why
there,
he's
just
throwing his cue.
you see how he's
no
right,
cue
that
left.
was perfect
Yeah,
there.
let
Just
me-
by his
let me
tattoo, he's
save
lifting
that.
his elbow just before he's
Yes,
playing. I'm just
yes,
going to
he
show it
should.
again.
That's why he's
You can
throwing
see,
his cue.
you can see how
There's
he's
no
slightly.
cue
That
left.
was perfect there. Let
Yeah.
me
He's lined it
save
up himself,
that.
and then
he has, and then as he's lifting his arm, he's throwing the white off, so he's not getting the reaction.
That's
that
why
he's-
he's throwing his cue.
You see how
there's no cue
that
left.
was perfect
Watch
there.
this
Let me,
back.
let me save that. Bit
Poor
of
old
coaching
Stephen
there.
Rayner. Yeah.
Bit of coaching. Anyway, back to the action. 2-0, Mr. Knights.
So Greg's got his hunger back for the game because he's going to get a new cue for Christmas. Good
Nice
lad.
work. Have you already got the cue? Are you looking to buy one? Not that long left, is there, I suppose? So.
See, he's definitely getting his chances. Is Stephen Rayner, isn't he? You know,
He is.
he's in again here.
He is.
Or he would have been.
It's a case. It's a case with Stephen. The easiest way to beat Stephen is to let him go for the finish early, and then
Mop up.
and then you can pick up the pieces afterwards, because you know he's got a lot better. He's probably one of the most improved players in terms of when he first started coming to the club. It's just more about learning the patterns and learning when to go for a finish and when not to. He kind of comes to the table every time thinking that there's a finish on,
Correct.
which isn't the case. I hope Mr. Knights
Steve Knights. Yellows.
smashing in a plant.
Buzzing them. Is there a double on now?
Well, he needs to clear the bags first, and then there's a cross double. So if he drops this in,
Yeah, that's what he's
drops the
gone
one
for.
into the other middle.
I think there's a gap already there, to be honest. It's up to him. I don't know whether he was
I
thinking
would.
he could screw back into this.
Well, he's
Isn't it too straight for me?
Yeah. He doesn't want to be leaving it till last, really.
No, I wouldn't be doing this. I'd have left that yellow there personally because it's.
Unless he thinks he can get an angle off the yellow into the top middle to disturb it, but even still, you're leaving it till, well, he's going to have to drop this in now. He
Unless
doesn't have a
he
choice.
fancies taking the one into the top middle, coming off the side cushion and going back into that red. And play
Yeah.
the red yellow plant, so the yellow goes towards the top left hand corner.
It's a good shout. The knuckle of the middle bag tends to get in the way of that shot.
Yeah,
More
9 out
times
of
there,
10.
doesn't it?
Yes, you're right.
So
Oh, blimey.
now he can still back scuttle it, as we call it, back double, reverse double.
He can, but he's
The
left it
yellow
to his
into
last
the
ball,
middle.
though, hasn't he? That's
But the white,
unusual.
yeah, the white's going round and coming back towards it. Otherwise, he's no angle to disturb it. He's going to have to play it as his last ball. Well,
He's seen the double into the bottom left hand corner, but that is.
not for me.
Well, the double might be on. How's he going to get onto black? If he hits that red at all, it's going to stay there.
Well, look at that.
Oh dear.
Not for me, my backside, he says.
We like the double, but that's about it.
Think you say?
Oh, what a shot. Don't matter about that red.
What?
He knew what he was doing.
Never in doubt.
He knew that.
Never in doubt. Disservice, really.
3-0. How dare we
That's about it.
ever doubt him?
I know. There we go. Don't know whether I got this or no, hit the button too soon. To be fair, I double lit it.
Ah.
I was trying to get the. I was trying to do the replay of the double. So 3-0 race to 4. Could be an early bath for Mr. Rayner.
Balls are in. But, well, is it there, we ask? Just the red-yellow close to the top left-hand corner to worry about, but it's black ball, so you can develop that yellow with your first shot if you wanted. Yeah. You don't think
Up for the best, but
you don't think he's going reds, do you? Trying to play the plant and then go reds afterwards? Big ask, isn't it? Because once you've done that, all the yellows are out.
so I'd be tempted here. I'd be tempted to just play the yellow onto red, not the red down towards the black.
Yeah, behind the black.
Ordered, says Greg. Where have you ordered it from? If it's from John Paris, it won't be here by next Christmas. Well, that's landed very awkward. He'll still go yellows, but he's, as a result of that shot, he's tied the one up in the top of the table. So. This is tricky as well.
I'm not so sure that's flown off the cushion for him, and he's come way too far up. He only wanted to be somewhere near where the pink spot would be on a snooker table.
Yeah, two choices for me. He just bounces the yellow off the bottom left, or off the left-hand cushion as we look at it, or he plays the yellow that's touching the red. So Dave Riley beats Mr. Cooper 4-0. That's a containing shot. He's not really gained anything by it, but he knows that Steve isn't going to clear up here. Aye, there's a lad here that actually got 2 cues made by them, Greg. He got 2 cues identical. Well, I say identical, as in the design was identical. One with a slightly bigger tip for snooker, and he's loving it. He's loving them. Yeah, not bad at all, that mate. So this singles league runs Thursday nights, 13 frames. I'm going to best guess if you win 7-6, you get 2 points, and you get a point if you get 6 frames. If you win 8 or more, you get a bonus point, so you get 3 points. Might be 9, not sure. Luke Meadmore won the first division. He went home with 300 and odd quid. David Fisher won the second division, if I remember rightly. Not sure how much he went home with. Phil might be able to confirm. 200 quid, yeah, something like that. So 24 players. He's got the yellow, not the red. Well, he's done very well not to get the yellow. But that potentially could be the end of the frame and match for Mr. Rayner. If Steve can get down low.
Yeah, if he can get back out and avoid the middle, which he has done.
He's done well.
That's okay. Got the angle to cut it back in.
Yeah, nip this one in, and ideally you'd get on the yellow near the black spot next. But it's not really the end of the world if he doesn't, to be honest.
Correct.
As long as he doesn't plough into one of these reds and cover that yellow near the corner bag, he'll be fine. So a little bit of pace maybe.
Doesn't want to pop them both here.
Well, that's a great shot.
How good's that?
So it doesn't matter how he does it. He can play the one over the bag, just get a little bit closer to the yellow, into the middle, or percentage pool players will probably play the one in the middle, but they really should be. No, he's left-handed, so
yeah,
he should be good night Vienna, and the winner will be playing David Riley, if I remember rightly. Have we anybody else to come on this match, on this table, or? So there you go, 4-zip.
Yes, well done, Steve Knight. He goes through and he does play Dave Riley.
What we'll do is
let me go and put that result in.
yeah. Right, we're going to give this one a go until we get a match on table 2. That was Louis that just broke there. Broke dry. So
Louis playing Lewis.
Yeah. It's not
Keep you on your toes there.
Louis don't hang around at the table.
He certainly doesn't. He has a think to start with, but once he's decided, he's away as the lad. New Light Solutions. The new banner
Yeah, one of
scrolling
the
around
new,
at the top.
new sponsors that are
Locally based, I think, out of Armley.
yeah. Well, you'll not be happy with that.
No. Good chance here. Well, great chance here. I mean, okay, he has to start with a plant, but to be honest, shouldn't be missing those.
Other corner. Top right hand corner, the next ball. Work your way down.
It's all about your patterns.
He's looking at the other end there. I don't understand that. Not for me, this. That's the way all day long. Works on the... oh, I hope he'll love us for this. Look at that bold patch. He'll love that. It works on as part of the IPA, doesn't he? Help set up all the tables and stuff for the tours and the events, does Louis?
Carries a table under each arm.
Yeah, he's a bit of a man mountain, isn't he, really? We should be careful taking Mickey out of that.
Yeah, you tell him that. It's easy for you to
Hold
say.
on, there's a bit of glare back on the screen. Oh no, it's not. It's just his hairline.
Lord Williams, he says, evening, good evening. Recovering from a sore loss in the 4-man team final of the league, like 8-2 up, and then you lose 9-8. Oh dear.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, there's no.
Rubber ring for Mr. Williams.
That's one of them when you put your head on the pillow at the end of the night and you can't get it out of your head. We've all been there.
Get back on the table as soon as you can, mate.
Louis is just on fire here. I had Lewis down as one of the favourites. Lewis, Paul and Mr. Knight as the 3 favourites, I thought. But the way that Louis taking these out.
No problem at all to him, is it?
Who needs any air?
You what?
Eh? Who needs any air with a clearance like that? Well, that'll teach you for missing, Lewis. That's the way to make them pay, innit?
Absolutely.
We are aware of the focusing
Yes,
issues
we
on
are,
this
guys.
table. It's something that we can't resolve until we turn the stream off. Really,
Yeah, I don't want to turn the stream on and off too many times.
We're just testing. We're just playing around with the new platform tonight, so should make your viewing more enjoyable.
Just unfortunately, one of the cameras refuses to come off autofocus.
For the time being, but. Right. He didn't smash them, he just timed it well, which is something you're good at, Mr. Bailey. You tend to time your break rather than welly him. I kind of go somewhere in between, to be fair.
Yes.
Sometimes default to just wellying them, but
Well, if I smack them, I don't get anything if I put any more power into it, so
Yeah.
I've given up even trying. It's so frustrating. The break's so important as well, isn't it? Especially as you climb up the
yeah. Did
the
you
levels.
see Reggie Gill's post the other day?
No.
So he looks after money games for Seb Webb and Craig Lakin.
All right.
And he said that anybody that enters into a contract to play one of his players in 2018, there will be a rule where if you get kicked in off the break, it's only one visit. So effectively, it's a world rules break,
Yes.
but black ball rules.
But black ball rules.
So
okay.
you can't be penalised for being kicked off. If the white leaves the table, if you screw straight into the middle bag, fair dues.
Yeah,
That's
but if
your
it's a
own
kick,
doing.
you're okay.
If the white goes bang 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 off 3 different balls and whatever, and ends up in the pocket, then it's just a one visit. Which I thought was different, but
It's a nice twist, but
it's
how you police that?
well, yeah. I think if obviously both players need to agree to it beforehand, which is saying that that'll be the case. Otherwise,
Yeah, but
they
also
won't be playing.
But also, both players need to agree to that actually happening.
Yeah,
And on a big smash, you could say it didn't, or it did.
yeah. I think the benefit of the stream nowadays is that they can always review and
It's very true.
make that.
Yes,
make
because
that
you're
call, but-
only on about the money matches.
Yeah,
of course,
we're
aren't
on
you?
about money matches. So it's the point he was making was that so many games are being won and lost by the break, which there is a huge element of luck in terms of whether you get a ball or not. He's saying that when you're playing for the kind of money that those guys play for, that it shouldn't be down to luck. So you can't argue with his logic.
He just got the wrong angle, did Lewis there, didn't he? And he was forcing the white ball. Then there was nothing natural for that white ball. So he's forced the issue. He's now got a very fine cut into the centre.
He's going to lose the white.
This is when you lose the white ball, isn't it?
Just needs a huge. What could happen? Oh, I tell you what. Yeah.
Has he got? Can he see the one into the bottom left-hand corner past the black? He's got the potting angle on
I'll
that.
tell you what, if he has,
Yeah, I think he will have. I think he has the angle.
he's got a lot, but he's getting down and queuing it. So
He's down early. He had.
he did have.
We're just taking his time, wiping his cue down. A few shots ago, he wouldn't have been expecting another visit in this frame.
And there's not really a lot of work to do. However, should you wish, there's a hell of a target to get a snooker behind.
Well, he would be doing, wouldn't he?
Well, he's gone straight up for his bad ball, so
Yeah, but you could even leave this safe, couldn't you? You could attempt to play the snooker if he doesn't go in.
that was a bit of a something or nothing shot for me, that.
Yeah.
Because he's now going to flick off.
Well, he can't avoid the second red, can he? He's
It's
all right.
getting
though.
harder.
He's all right. He's getting further away from where he wanted to be, of course. Needs a good shot now to stay in prime position for his last red. Not his next red. His next red's quite easy to pop.
Does that red go long into
It
this
does.
bottom left-hand corner?
It goes long. White ball will go away from the red, of course, but if you play it dead pace,
Pocket pace.
it's all
and
good. That's
He's
not
missed
going
it.
anywhere near there.
He's scared it.
I think he was more concerned about going in off, and that angle wasn't on. But
I'm not sure if he tried to flick it off the yellow. I don't know. It was sort of in between, isn't it? He just needs to avoid the red. He's played that all right.
that will do. If he'd have hit that full face, it'd have been a different story. Never mind. Great chance. 8-2 up, losing 9-8. Sorry,
Hold
Lloyd.
on, hold on.
Has that ever happened?
I'll just give him point there. He only potted the yellow. He hasn't even got the black yet.
A bit giddy this evening.
Oh, there you go. It was never in doubt.
There, no, you were just,
Never in doubt.
you were just testing the scoreboard, weren't you? That's what it was.
Bloody hellfire.
1-1.
So is this effectively the quarters?
Yes. Yes, they're only. It's effectively a 16 8-man playoff with 3 guys not turning up for various reasons. So yes, this is like the second round of that.
Who's Ringy playing in the first round then? Paul Ringe.
Paul Ringe will be playing the winner. Is it?
Oh, is he playing the winner? He's not playing the winner.
He's got to buy effectively as Paul. So if I had my phone with me, I'll be able to tell you.
You like putting that phone down, you. Just going to go find his phone. Aggressive shot. Could have been better. He's just going to snooker Louis up behind this yellow, I would have thought. It's probably a little harder than I would have done it. It's just made it a little bit awkward. I wouldn't have been too concerned about him being able to hit a red. As long as he couldn't pop one. Phil's back with a draw, so we'll so David Taylor and Damien Cooper. Winner of that will play Paul Ringe. Paul, I was going to say we'll get that on table 2 next, but Paul's not a lover of playing on the string.
No, we already told him.
Alright, he already knows.
That's probably why he's left the building.
That's probably why he's gone out for a drink.
Yeah, a bottle of brandy.
Tony's 1-4-2, so not sure who's playing. He's played that well, but he's still got work to do on the black here. So he's going to have to come high on this last yellow. Oh, he's come a bit too. Oh, he's just hit a bit of chalk there, which rolled it in towards the black spot, which has made it even harder. One thing though, if he gets the nip, he'll certainly just develop the black. What do I know? Well, he didn't get it, I suppose. So. What colours I'm wrong again? Do apologise. So he could play the red into the middle and go into the little mini cluster. Oh, missed them. That was extremely unlucky there. You'd have put money on him clipping one of them. Well, we've got blue against Tony McHugh on table 2, so we will go over there in a short while. McHugh, but he loves to be referred to as Blue.
But Blue without an E.
Oh, is that right?
Well, I thought it was.
Oh.
I don't think he uses an E. I don't know why. I've never asked him why.
Very good. Easy fixed. We need to understand that nickname then, don't we? I just thought it was his favourite colour or something.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get Mr.
Maybe Dave Riley
Riley
might know, yeah.
help us understand that one. Do you know what the score is between him and Steve Knight?
It's just nicely kicked off as that one. Because obviously Steve Knight's just beat Stephen Rayner, didn't he? Yeah, I just see Blue coming to the table now. He's in the building. Does he know he's playing on table 2? He does now.
Tony McHugh is not known for his speed around the table, let's say. Been a while since I've seen him play though. He may have speeded up.
He just laughed his head off as Blue because he just realised he's on stream. He's tucking his jeans into his socks. So that's Blue on the red, Tony on the yellow. Let's see what happens with the lag.
Well, that looks like Blues to me.
Good stuff. Still races to 4. In fact, it's races to 4 all the way through. Well, that's the plan at least.
Is it full? The next singles league?
We haven't. We absolutely could fill it again. Almost the interest in it is amazing. Now I'm not so certain whether all these 24 will want to come back, but they will have first dibs, of course. They'll have first refusal. I think maybe 1 or 2 of them are going to have a season off.
Yeah.
But there's about 5 or 6 people ready to step up and fill the places, which is good. We'll try and limit it to 24 based on
number of tables.
Number of tables, 2 divisions. Even if it ever crept up, we could possibly do 3 with 8. Or maybe more. But we've just got to think of the tables and think of the time we have. The actual league's 13 matches. All frames are played on the night. Extremely popular, this one. Black Ball rules.
There's no reason why it shouldn't be popular. You're paying £5 a week to play 13 frames of competitive pool in our eyes it is, but in most people's eyes, most questionably, one of the best clubs in the country, if not the.
Correct.
So yes, no surprise. There you go. So he's gone yellows, taking control.
I don't know how much Black Ball Tony plays, to be honest. I don't think he plays much of it. I know he's had a full season, of course, but I think it might be his first Black Ball season.
Yeah, he's a very methodical thinker in terms of his poll. He's not what you would. This isn't a criticism. He's not what you would call a natural player. He thinks it through and he works it all out and then goes.
Yes.
He will pull some finishes out that you think, what the hell, where the hell, and you'll be like, wow.
Why the hell?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. He used to play a lot of the old rules.
Yes, more, well...
world rules. Or
world rules, yeah.
And old rules, but... He used to play with the glove. You remember those?
I do. He hasn't had that for a while, though, has he?
Glove and the old waistcoat. was Prince of Orange, I think it was. We had some right battles with them. On and off the table.
Can he see through to this red?
He's playing it.
Oh, unless he's thinking of playing the red off the yellow into the top left-hand corner, or over the top left-hand corner, if not in. The yellow should hit the cushion. Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
He's not comfy with it.
I'm not so sure about that one.
Very nearly.
Because blue only needs to break the blackout here. I'm not suggesting with this shot, but he only needs to break the blackout. Plenty of yellows to do it with. And there's another yellow to think about now.
Did said Mr. Tony McHugh play our stream team mate in a money match?
He certainly did.
That was here, wasn't it?
It was. In our very early days, I think that was on Justin TV. So
was that said match where our said co-commentator went something like 10-2 up and lost 12-10?
Correct.
Yeah.
Nearly as bad as Lloyd.
11.
Or are we saying it's worse than what Lloyd
I
did
think
tonight?
it's worse because there was money on it.
Yeah.
There you go, Lloyd. We've cheered you up, pal.
There you are, Lloyd. You see, yeah, well, there's one even worse than that.
For money.
Race to 12.
Race to 12, 10-2 up, lose 12-11.
I think it did retire him, didn't it? I know he had another sort of half attempt later on. With
He's getting
else.
the book back again. He wants another little match now.
Does he? Carefully.
I wouldn't mind a doubles match, you know.
We haven't had a doubles match for a while, have we? They seem to have gone quiet. But there was a period where they were wanting doubles matches all over. Doubles at what? Black ball?
Get out, to be fair. Depends who my partner is.
We will be streaming some doubles on the 28th of this month at our Christmas pool party.
Nice link. Nice
I
link
like
there.
it. Good format, that. Singles and doubles.
I like people that can race round table as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's some speed pool as well on the 28th, isn't there?
You
So
what?
It's seamless, isn't it? You know. So 20 quid, it gets your entry. Singles, doubles, and one attempt at speed pool. Further attempts cost you £1. Fastest time by, well, we'll agree the time, but probably 8 o'clock.
See how popular it is.
Will win. Usually generates about 60, 70 quid in the pot.
Yes. Oh, easy. Yes, I would say. And there's a nice twist on the doubles.
Yep. Whoever you get to play in the first round is your doubles partner, so don't come with Chris Mellin thinking that you're going to be able to choose him. That ain't going to happen. You could end up with Christopher Biggins.
Or even one of the stream team.
God help you. God help you. I've always done all right in that doubles, you know. I think. Is this his third or fourth? Fourth.
Certainly third. Could be fourth. Certainly third.
Certainly two of the three. I ended up with young Gillen.
Oh, well, that'll do.
Won it 1 year. Runner up second year. I keep getting beat in the Christmas fancy dress competition by Bryn.
Yeah, but so does everybody.
Well,
Because he just turns up in a full-on. Well, what was it? Head to toe elf last year.
yeah,
was it?
it was.
I'm sure that was a onesie.
I'm going big or going home this year, me. I'm not having it. We both won last year, to be fair. It was just they split it. They split the best fancy dress does get free entry into the competition. So if you're thinking about coming up, make an effort. I know there's been a few phone calls today at the club about it. Actually, Gary was saying
It's only pay on the day, of course, so you don't have to.
some lads from Harrogate are coming over.
Oh, brilliant! It's always the atmosphere is fantastic on the day, isn't it?
Steady on. So 1-0 Tony. Well, it certainly should be.
1-0.
Oh my word.
Oh, maybe you were right.
Is Tony on reds? Oh, Tony's on reds, yeah, sorry. I'm miles away.
You're all right. You're just thinking about the pool party already.
Party. This is one of them where it's almost too easy and could go wrong if you don't concentrate.
You're right.
And it has.
Well, he's actually got away with that.
I don't think he has. He can double it, but I don't think he can get past it for the red into the middle.
Well, he probably, although it is a big bag, if he doubles the one that's closest to him, it's quite a big bag, is that centre. Because of the other red. But then you've no idea, you can't guarantee at all where that red would be going afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, he's nailed it.
Paul Rings is on the table, so I guess his game's underway.
He's a happy man. He's a happy man. He's not been streamed.
And he's not playing Damien Cooper, I don't think. So he must be playing
Dave Taylor.
David Taylor.
Your previous prediction was correct. 1-0 Tony McHugh. Well, I'm off in the next 10 minutes, mate. I have to be away for 9:30.
Okay.
But barring an autofocus on the camera there, it's all good.
It's all gone well. I don't know whether I will hang on and continue streaming till the end, but I'll certainly see this match out, if nothing else. Cooper were 3-0 down, got it back to 3-all and lost 4-3. Should have saved himself half hour. So red ball potted. And them reds are looking lovely. Have a good Crimbo demo, mate. You do right. Damien Cooper there just saying he's off to Disneyland.
Disneyland for Christmas, eh?
Absolutely. Well, he loves a bit of fancy dress. He usually comes in it.
Hey, especially them orange beach wear.
I'll tell you what.
Shoes he has.
Definitely, fashion police have been called on numerous occasions with Damien.
It's all good here. Tony's got a plant in reds.
Yes, you just don't really have to do much with the white. It's just naturally going to come down the table. You'd like to stay. I had that a bit harder, me, because I'd have wanted that red over the bag. Could be a little bit tricky.
He's okay though, because he's come into that red.
Yeah, I think the red that he's just come into, I'd be dropping in there.
I would
can
be
get
first.
through. You can get through. Yeah.
It's okay. In fact, not just okay.
It's
That's
perfect,
absolutely perfect. Because the red to the top middle is not as close to the cushion as you think, therefore a lot easier.
Could have been better, but he'll take it. It's got nothing to do here. Nothing at all to do with the.
Just the pace.
Just
got to get
literally
giddy.
just drop it in. Could check it up a little bit. Don't really need to, but.
You don't want to think too much about this, because the longer you think about it, the further away from the bag that red becomes, and then you don't pop the red.
You talk yourself out of it.
You do.
You look for he's looking for what can go wrong rather than just.
So him shake his head there.
You can either play it with lots of bottom left to sort of spin it off 2 cushions.
Yeah, and come back out.
Or you just play it with a bit of right hand side just to check it up off the cushion. It's just not. Well, madness. Madness.
See, that was self-inflicted almost, because at the beginning, if he just got down and taken the red, he wouldn't have gone anywhere near that. What a double.
Boom.
Have some of that. 2-0.
Well, I don't know about you, but I think that is possibly worth watching again.
But if he just got down and taken the red, he wouldn't have gone anywhere near that. What a double. There he goes. Have some of that. Beauty. 2-0.
Blue to break.
Yes. See what we can do. He had opportunities in both those frames. It could easily be 2-0 the other way. Whoa. Threw his cue at that one.
Marquez playing this.
Yeah, but he won.
Ended up in the money.
Yes.
Just he's come on the jukebox. It's just a skinny Rick Waller is Marquez.
Marquez, eh? He knows though, doesn't he, when you tell him?
He's funny.
Rick Waller.
He's a funny guy.
Character.
Up for a laugh. That's what I like.
I think he said he was coming to the pool party.
Yeah. Yasser said he was coming.
Good man.
We'll have to text him like to remind him. Be a few. It's a good laugh. It is. Believe me, as much as it is more about the beer and the social and a get together. There'll be some cracking pool played on the day as well, won't there?
There will, yeah. People are a bit more relaxed. It's a bit more light-hearted, and therefore your arms flow, don't they? So you can get some quality stuff being played.
There'll be ample Mickey taking.
Oh, without a doubt. I'm hoping that at least 3/4 of the stream team are entering, if not the whole 100%.
Yeah, well, see if Daz gets permission from his missus. I'm sure he'll be tuned in. You told her about Reeton yet? The Blue Dolphin.
You have now.
I'll be very surprised if she's watching. When is it? Are you going?
Yes.
It's March, isn't it?
18th, is it? It seems to stick in my head.
Clashes with
March
Max.
18th.
Becky and Max's birthday. I need another couple of years before I get rid of and their birthdays are midweek before I can
I know
start going for the March one as well as September.
Although it varies quite a lot. They only get told by Haven when they can or can't, so it varies.
Oh, well, that is harsh.
It is, Tony. You're right. Look at that. In off. Top centre off the red. Even when they can or can't, so it varies.
Oh,
Well,
that is harsh.
It is by Haven when they can or can't.
So
So look, it varies.
Oh, well, that is harsh.
It is, Tony. You're right. Look at that. In off.
So 2 visits. We'll try and dislodge both of these reds.
Should be able to do. Just hoping he doesn't put any back in. Oh,
There you
well,
go.
that's one way of doing it.
One way of getting the yellow on the cush. Not spoke much about Blue, but he's been coming over for a few years in these singles leagues that we've been doing. He's
I think he plays in the Idol, the Bradford leagues, doesn't he?
yeah, he comes over with Dave Riley, I think. Or
Yeah.
certainly associated with Dave in that that sense. And again, a player that I think, first year he came, he was getting beat convincingly most weeks, and I think it's done his game the world of good, and he's a top lad.
He is, and that's what it's about. In match practice,
Look at that for a shot.
How good was that? In fact, he's even got the right side of it, because it's slightly off the cushion is the red. So that means his white ball won't be on the cushion for his next shot.
I think I'll be just playing this through, playing the yellow on the black spot of a snooker table as such into the opposite middle.
Yeah, the red.
Yeah.
But we knew what you
meant.
Sorry,
the red, yeah.
There
That's
you go.
the shot. So just drop this in.
And it is just slightly off the cushion.
Nothing to do with the white. Could flick it off the yellow if you wanted. He just needs to convince, or
you could
commit to either shot and not end up in the middle.
I think it's easy enough with the pot. I won't try and go off the yellow, because that's when they go wrong.
Oh, that's lucky. Wow. Probably going to find himself hidden in a minute. Although that's not as easy as it looks either, to be fair, to get a snooker.
No. Not with the red either. Effectively, either side of the table. He's having a long think about it, but I think he's also waiting for another shot being played on table 1. I'm going to try and wedge it up this. Whoa, well, hang on.
He's not got enough again.
He has,
Oh,
he
my
has.
word.
Tony.
Well, that last shot and then that shot.
It's not meant to be, is it?
It's not your night, is it?
It's not your frame, anyway.
It is not your night. This could end up tricky, because he could play the red down over the bag and end up snookering himself if it drops in.
Yeah, he actually doesn't.
Yeah, I'd be moving that yellow near the red in the middle and then just try to get the white across the table to play that red down next.
So he's left himself a double.
He has.
I think the double's a safer shot here, because he can treble the white ball.
Pace. He's good. Don't want to welly him. He just wants to.
You see, pocket pace would have given him a shot next time, wouldn't it?
Let's have a quick look at that. He's not got enough again.
He has,
Oh,
he has.
Word.
Tony.
Well, he's not got enough again.
He has,
Oh,
he
my
has.
word.
Tony rubbed the knuckle, didn't he?
That
it was only the pace that caused it to fall in.
Meanwhile, fluke of the week for Blue there. We'll be having a look at that again in a second.
I think he's loving it.
Just waiting for Steve Knights to.
It's the only way he could get good position on the black, he's saying.
Of course.
Good
of
lad.
course. Just waiting for Steve to play his shot. Let's just see him nail this black. Put the yellow as well, but it won't matter. Oh, he's missed it. Let's just have a look at that fluke. Oh, look at that for vision. He'll say it's vision. I'll say fluke.
Yeah, but if you look where he put his white ball, I think he played for that.
Yeah, well, that's all. I think he was going for maybe middle or even the other top corner.
I think it was the bottom right-hand corner he was after there.
But yeah, happy days. That's a bad miss from Tony.
Well, it is, I'm afraid, because this this black goes in either bag, it's which he fancies. He can cut that back in the bottom, or he can go for the big shot.
So Phil, just so you're aware, I have just saved that fluke
For posterity.
for just as a bit of a test. Who wants to lose the most is gonna.
He's got to drop this yellow first. That's it.
He didn't even hang around.
Took that with confidence, didn't he?
That's right. I think he's just getting mad with himself. You see there, he.
He's going to end up too straight.
See, this is where like he'll pull a finish out where he does look like an absolute natural QS.
He's got to reverse this off the back cushion where his hand is.
He holds the cue high. I noticed on that last shot.
For me, you've got to put a little bit of check side on this and screw back into where his bridge hand is.
Bottom right hand side. Send it wide off the cushion.
Correct. And black into the bottom left hand corner.
Yeah, because that's going to end up getting in the way.
No, it isn't.
Nope. So blue.
But the white ball is not safe.
I think you just get the black near the bag, in or over.
Ooh, is he thinking about playing it off the yellow? Surely not. Black direct.
Anything could go. Oh, you what?
Oh, have some of that.
You what?
2-1.
We were thinking
He's
about
back in it.
anything could go wrong here, and
Right, mate.
didn't even hang about.
I am having to go.
What am I doing?
Just press escape on there, mate, and then you'll come out of that. Then you can put the cover on. There you go. Yes, I'm on my way.
In or over.
Thank you very much. And
No problem.
I shall see you later.
It's been a pleasure. I just literally press you at the end of this, and then it'll do it, and then I'll leave it everything else. Nice one. Cool. Right, so I will see the remainder of this match out, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do. padder, it would have been absolutely perfect. Chance for a snooker coming up in a second. There's a slim chance of a clear. .com absolutely flabbergasted at what I've just seen there. But I put my money on him just flicking off that yellow off the side cushion and then you look right behind it. What's Blue doing here? Viewed it well. play it off one cushion, but off two cushions you have a chance of getting a snooker at the end of it. What you don't want to do is leave Tony on the loose yellow and give him a sniff at it. Well, he's only just missed that. Tony moved the white very quickly there. Very quickly. I think where that white landed, he had the perfect opportunity to flick the yellow off the side cushion, send the white up past the blue spot to leave that yellow in the middle. Whereas now, he's going to pot that and he's still going to have the issue of the yellow on the cushion. He might just live to regret picking that white up so quickly. He didn't fully think of the advantage there, because now, even if he takes it off the cushion, if he pots it, he's leaving a tough yellow. He might just you don't want that in. Yeah, that's okay. Well, I say that's okay. It's still harder than it would have been. Nip it in, send the white up. Just avoid the in off, all about the pace. Not hard enough. He's now off three cushions. I have no idea what's going to happen next. He's overcut it and left it safe. Nope, not quite. Just thought I was going to stop on the top cush there, but this should definitely be 2-all now. And it is. I'm going to leave you while I nip to the toilet, but I will be back shortly. Again, that's bag in or over. Again, that's again, that's the critical side would say you didn't need to do it. You just needed to drop the one in the middle. Go down. So he's just leaving as much distance as he can. And saying over to you, Blue. See what you can do. Could try and snooker. Try to leave the white behind the black. Slightly overhit. Had a result with that yellow.
Ain't got him, mate. You're all here.
Well, it certainly needs to be thin and hard. No double on, he's just maybe just trying to get the white behind the black. Guess he was trying to bounce the red back off the cushion to block the yellow that he's left him on. Not even looking at that yellow. I think he's looking to just nip that yellow into middle. balls that he would have expected to have got, and I think the way that he played that last frame, I think that's sort of got to his head a little bit, and he's been maybe a little bit too negative now. place. Too late now, I'm afraid. Bit too much side on that ball. It's easy enough, up and down. It's just, you'll have to double the black, I think. This is going to cut it in and needs to get the pace of this right. And that's done. That's a good shot. So he just needs the black, the white, not far from where it is now. It's going to be the other side of the middle bag. With that kind of range. Well, he's down and playing it before I'm going to get a chance to change the camera angle. There's nothing wrong with that black though. That was certainly legal. So we are in the deciding frame. Certainly hit him hard enough, but nothing went down. So Tony's coming to the table. Open table. First offer. First glance. Could be mistaken for going reds. Just got that one to negotiate in between the three yellows. It would be great if he could, if he had the confidence to play the long red into the bottom right hand corner pocket as we look at the table. So the red that is nearest into the, it would leave a slightly better angle for the red into the corner to then plough into them and try and develop them. That's what he's looking at now. So if he drops this in, well, he actually played it. He didn't top it. He needed to top it because he's not much better off there. So now you could do it off the one in the middle. There's no clearance on here though. Well, you might be mistaken for thinking he played for that. I can assure you he didn't. It's treble. Even the treble's tricky though. He obviously didn't see that red that was covering the bag. I was hoping for a little bit of a fluke. So there is a chance here. Needs to get to that yellow on the side cushion as soon as he can, really. Preferably after this shot. That's not easy. Slightly hampered queuing. Look how high Tony holds the cue. Nip this one in. Anything could happen. It could be a Tony McHugh special. Just overthinking it. He's looking at what can go wrong rather than just playing it with confidence. He needs to pump into that yellow. Well, that's just landed as good as it's going to get, really, because you can top this through, just drop that one in, play the yellow down the rail, leave the black into the opposite corner. They're all there. You don't need to do anything silly. Just leave a little bit of an angle. You don't want to get it any closer. I'd almost drop it dead weight so that the white stops where that is. No need to do that. He's just come on and off the cushion and ended up further away than he was before. If you just dropped it in dead weight, this shot would have been a lot easier. Slightly hampered queuing. Nailed it though. So just avoids the in off. And Tony's through to the semi-final. I think. We'll be playing the winner of it's a squeaky bum. Well, he should never see that black again now, I'm afraid. He plays the not that red. If he plays the other red, stuns it. There's no escape. Wow. Surely he flicks the red off the cushion, sends the white back, down there. Well, let's see if we can get the. Sorry, I nearly missed that. He just got away with that. Here we are. It's going to the wire. So in a strange way, if he just drops this in, he's going to have the perfect angle to play the red in the middle and drop down for the black, which is exactly what he's just done. And it looks like we've potentially found us winner in this match. And we have indeed. Well done, Blue. He hung in well there. Tony will definitely be kicking himself. He probably should have won that 4-0. That concludes the test this evening. They will go on. We'll put the in out of the winners on Facebook. But thanks for joining us, to the 10 of you that have stuck with us through that. And we'll be back on the 28th. We'll catch up with you soon.